What is up, you beautiful souls, you beautiful masculines, you beautiful feminines? Welcome back to Knights of Light. I am Destry, and I'm loving to have you here. I love coming on here and expressing everything. Today I want to talk about, I get this question all the time. What is the divine masculine? And also I like to say, inside the divine masculine work, awakening the alpha. But what does this mean? It's someone who chose to harness the masculine energy in this lifetime, in this 3D reality, but also chooses to shift the paradigm of society inside this work of what a masculine actually is. See, society tells us a lot that a masculine isn't allowed to feel, isn't allowed to be certain things, and has to be this certain type of person, which really hurts because if we're not following that objective that society says we're supposed to be, we can really get demasculated and really hurt our energetic fields and hurt our energy inside. And when we don't learn to really express our feelings, especially as a divine masculine, we don't learn to hold the feminine and especially the divine feminine inside us, because we both hold the energies inside us and we have to learn to balance them and understand them. So being the divine masculine, really a lot of our work is, when we go through this, is learning how to hold the divine feminine inside us so we are able to hold and support and protect the divine feminine that we embrace in our lives. I am surrounded by a lot of beautiful women that are in the same work, that are in these fields, and they have taught me so much. Most of my mentors have been women, and they have taught me so much in how to embrace the divine feminine inside me and understanding what it's like to feel. See, the past few days, I've been going through this extreme breakdown, these extreme emotions about what's going on, what's happening in the world around me, what's happening inside me, and I get really confused, and I felt like things were falling apart, and I really didn't understand. So my woman, Brittany, my divine feminine, I chose to walk this life with through, sat there and held me and showed me and guided me through, because we got to get to the root cause of some of these emotions. Because if we don't know how to feel, if we don't understand our feelings inside of us, we don't know how to express them, and we really forget who we are. If someone asks you how you are feeling, what do you say? And a lot of times, I've even experienced it myself, where it comes out, I don't know. And then the breakdown gets worse, because now I'm like, what do you mean I don't know what I'm feeling? So a lot of this work and shifting what society says a man is supposed to be, because only through our emotions can we truly hold the feminine. Yeah, we can be strong every day, we can be real powerful, show our guns, show our muscles, be that strong free man, that lion that's gonna go out there and tear shit up, right? Yeah, we can be that man, but what happens when we have to feel, or we have feelings, and then we start to act out in other ways because we don't understand what we're feeling, or we don't know how to talk about it? I'm not saying you have to be emotional all the time and express your feelings all the time. I'm not necessarily saying that. I'm saying understand your feelings, understand who you are inside the emotional body as a soul. Because we have emotions. We can't just ignore them and pretend they're not there, because they are there. And the longer we ignore them and the longer we don't believe that they're there, the more we're going to explode and act out on different ways. And that woman you wanted to spend the rest of your life with, that divine feminine, that goddess you encountered and you wanted to protect and be with, might just leave you because you can't hold her, because you don't understand the divine feminine inside yourself. That balance, that true balance, that heart balance inside, because your heart sits right here in between the two. So we have the masculine side and the feminine side. So during the divine masculine work, we really sit there and we heal the feminine side as we heal the masculine. Because we got to heal both. We got to come to that balance. We got to come to that understanding and that truth of who we are. And I know, a lot of guys will be like, oh, that's pussy work, oh, that's dumb shit, oh. But no, it's coaching on how to be a real man and how to really understand who you are. Because I can sit here all day and I can be tough and I can be hardcore and I can be that rambunctious guy and that fun guy. But at the end of the day, I'm sitting there breaking down, or I'm in my head because I don't really understand who I am or what I'm trying to be, or really how to hold other people. And that work is hard. It takes a lot to get through. It's a lot of processing, a lot of understanding, and a lot of digging down into the energetic fields and understanding who we are at a physical level, at an emotional level, in the mind, and then inside the spiritual level. I always say there's 4 levels to the healing. We got to heal the physical, we got to heal the emotional, we got to heal the mind, and then we also got to heal the soul. There are 4 of them, and we got to focus on all of them all the time, which is hard. So it is a process to go through that work and really figure out how to change the actions when we respond to people, so it can help change our emotions inside and we start to understand them, and it can really change our mindset and our thoughts on how we express ourselves, because we really start to understand who we are and we really dig down deep into the soul and see what's really going on behind the scenes, inside the subconscious and the superconscious, what is sitting inside there that we're not understanding. And I figured out, through doing the spiritual coaching and the spiritual work and everything, and also, suffering from addiction for a very long time, and finding out about this spiritual work that helped me so much, because I could dig deep and I can find the layers that are inside the soul, the layers that are inside our energetic fields that are really telling us what's actually really going on, instead of, necessarily sitting there with a therapist and just talking about your day or what's happening and never really getting anywhere. This work helped me out a lot, so that's why I like to share the work, especially through my YouTube channel, my Instagram, and my Facebook page, and the processes. I even share my own processes going on. And when I say awaken the alpha, like I did earlier in the beginning of the video, what I mean by awaken the alpha is we all have this, as a masculine, we have this alpha male inside of us. We all say, a lot of us, we can't be the alpha male, we're just weak, we're just this. But that is not true. We all have it inside of us. But our paradigm on what the alpha male actually is kind of screwed up. It's kind of a little different, because the alpha male isn't the guy who's strong and can beat anybody up and is like hardcore, blah, never really seems to have his life under control, but inside his mind he's fucking going chaotic, right? And we have to understand that. But being the true alpha male is really truly understanding your emotions, really understanding your body, really understanding your mind, really understanding your soul, and that balance between the divine masculine and divine feminine. A true alpha male, a true alpha on a soul level, really knows how to hold the feminine, really knows how to hold themselves. Like give yourself a big hug, like really truly knowing how to hold yourself. And it's taken me a while to learn how to hold myself through all these process and this work and with my mentors and everything. But when I learned how to hold myself, I could truly hold other people. I didn't have to hold other people to make myself feel better. You see how that's reversed there? A lot of people want to hold other people to make themselves feel better. When in reality, we have to find that balance, learn to hold ourselves so we can truly hold the other person on that deep, energetic, heart-centered level. And that's when your souls truly connect, when you find that understanding and that balance, and rewire in your brain and rewire that paradigm on what it's actually like to hold somebody else and what it's like to hold yourself inside these spaces that you can be vulnerable at any moment. Because vulnerability, some people see it as weakness, but vulnerability is truly power when you learn how to be vulnerable in those moments, because only through being vulnerable can we truly heal those wounds, because that means you've actually found the wound and now you're willing to heal it. So we found the void, we found what's inside the void, we grabbed it, we feel vulnerable, and then we start to understand it and we can really start to heal it up and we can sew it up, and we can really feel that healing, so we don't have that emptiness, that big void that a lot of us say that we have, this void inside of us. Well, let's find the void inside of why we can't feel, or why we don't understand ourselves, or why we can't hold ourselves, and we got to pretend to be someone we're not because of what society told me I was supposed to be. I love being this loving, caring, big man, you know, big bear of a man, give me a big bear hug. You know, I love being that man, and I love being able to hold other people and showing other people how to hold themselves and how to love themselves, to be able to hold and love other people, and especially hold and love the other people that they love, the other souls that they're choosing to live this life with in this 3D reality, the other souls that they're truly, really wanting to love. So that's where we get into the deep work, where we learn to understand ourselves, to understand the other people, and really become that divine masculine, that alpha inside us, where we can be a powerhouse in the body, be a powerhouse in the mind, be a powerhouse emotionally, and then be a powerhouse of the soul. Deep inside us, we become a powerhouse. We become that, like I like to call it, I called my company a Knight of Light. Become that Knight of Light, that protector of the goddess, of the divine feminine. And I'd like to say this too, a lot of you masculines are out there watching, and also you divine feminine, I love you all. But we have let the divine feminine hold the energy too long. It's too much. They're becoming at capacity, and there's not enough of us out there to hold them. So let's get the work done. Let's figure out how to hold ourselves so we can hold them, join them in this big spiritual revolution, this spiritual work, this spiritual awakening, this powerful event that is happening and shifting the world, so we can truly love each other and sit there and actually sit there with your shadow self, and sit there with the shadow self of your loved ones and understand the shadow. We can't ignore the shadow. I hear that all the time. Oh, the vibrations, this, oh, it's negative, get away from me. But that's not true work. We have to understand the shadow. I mean, shit, my shadow was here right now doing the shadow work, I would fucking hug it, because it taught me lessons. Without the shadow, I would not know. Without the darkness, there can't be light. So we have to have all this and soak it all together and put it all together to truly become that alpha inside of us, and truly awaken the lion, awaken the alpha, awaken the divine masculine, and truly love the world and show everybody what it is truly to be an alpha, to be a divine masculine. Like I said before, physically, you know, put up them guns and really feel strong. And then also mentally have a strong mind, and understanding yourself and understanding other people. And then emotionally, understanding emotions, understanding other people's emotions. Because if you don't understand your own emotions, you definitely can't understand anybody else's and help guide them through it. It's just not going to happen. And then you get into the spiritual, the soul level, and you truly awaken that, understanding yourself on a deeper, energetic level, which is what we thrive for. And become that Knight of Light, that protector of the divine feminine. Help them stop being over capacity and show them that they're loved too. Because, I mean, even in the 3D world, I'll keep going here, I'll keep talking, you know what I'm saying? But even in the 3D world, we see it. We let them take care of the children. We let them do this, we let them do that, they do that. A lot of women I know are just go, 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 go. But where are we in there helping them? So it takes a little off of them. So every once a week, they're not like blowing up in over capacity just in the physical world. Just imagine how much energy they're holding inside the divine feminine, because they don't feel held, safe, or understood. Because we're not there to hold them. We're not there to protect the goddess inside them. The goddess of the earth. I mean, we call it Mother Earth, right? The goddess. We got to protect the goddess. Because without the goddess, there wouldn't be life. Without the feminine, especially in the 3D world, there would not be life. So we got to hold them, we got to embrace them and show them and take a little bit of that energetic overload off of them and show them that we can hold it too. I love you all. Thank you for joining me. If you like this video, please comment at the bottom, hit like, subscribe, support my channel. I love you all. You're all beautiful souls. I love my divine masculines and my divine feminines. And let's step it up, become those knights of light. And I love you all.